Beginning.
We are beginning.
Hello.
Well,
Welcome.
Whose microphone is not on?
From the CBR
Our special guest.
special location.
Yeah, her microphone is not on, but she's giving you away. And I mean, the reason the microphone is not on is because it sounds very trippy if we have the microphone on.
should turn it on just to show them.
We should.
And I have no bananas. I'm sorry. I have a big block of cheese and there are some lemons.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay, because me and Robert have got some.
You have some big nuts. Big
We have some big balls, big nuts.
Big balls, big nuts.
Get them while they're hot. They're lovely.
Yeah.
We got an half a ton of Belgian chocolate.
They're extra special when they're warm.
But yes, I'm not where I usually am. I'm somewhere else, and we have I actually am the guest on the show.
Simon's the guest.
Being hosted by our good friend Catherine Jenner, who's now going to come and join me and make life a lot easier so we can put the microphone on.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Can we share this one? Yes.
We share this one or this one?
Yeah.
Whose microphone? Well, your microphone is on.
Yeah. Which microphone is better?
Mine is, I don't know.
It's possible that Stephanie's might be better.
Yeah. All right. I'll look mine up then. Oh, we're getting that stupid echo. Excuse me. Okay. No.
You have to mute that too.
Oh. Technical problems.
Yeah. It's a ghost world.
Now we. Whatever. Shall we run through who we've got in comments? We've got Barringer, Mark Bailey, Frederick, Barringer again, Frederick again, Mikey. Hey, Mike.
I'm going to look the whole thing up.
And Dave, and
Mark Bailey.
Frederick.
Hey.
Hi.
Is yours
How's your
muted?
foot, Dave?
No.
It says it's muted.
But your speakers have to be muted.
They're not really.
Why, you can't.
Alright, I'm going to mute myself because this is not going to... Let's just go with you.
There we go.
Wow.
I get nice and close, snuggle up tight. Woohoo! I couldn't.
Oh. What's wrong with Dave's foot?
That's you.
Oh, Dave dropped
Okay,
the
I
box.
turned my microphone on. But the thing is, we're hearing our own echo here, so we have to lower the speakers.
I'm freaking out. I'm going to knock my hat off. Is that better?
Oh boy.
There we go.
Oh.
Here.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
There we
that's
go.
Better.
There
okay.
we go. We finally figured it out.
All right, thank you.
We tried to...
Yeah, I think Frederick Brighton is a banana-free city.
Wait, you can put the comments on that computer, then we can read them, and
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Excellent.
Oh, Sandra's here as well. Hi, Sandra.
Sandra.
No, Sandra, no, just keeps doing this to me when I go to YouTube.
Why?
I don't know. When I went onto your Wi-Fi, it went all weird.
It's so weird. My wife has never done that, but I guess it's... I would say it's your foreign computer, but it's not.
It's my phone.
No, because mine is American. Don't talk customs. and Basti's, I think, is.
Well, you'll have to look at comments for us, Dean.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
Let us know when there's anything interesting.
So,
It's
I was watching a Katie and Eric video yesterday where they tried that black burger in Japan, the Burger
Looks
King
gross.
Black.
Oh, yeah, the shippers was easy.
Oh, Sarah. And Eric had on the perfect shirt for you, Simon. It had a gigantic banana on it. It went from here to here. It'd be perfect. Perfect for traveling. You don't have
How
to
come
worry about
everyone's gotten their Big Paul's Nuts shirt except me? I think it's because I ordered the one that wasn't a T-shirt. I ordered the tank top.
Ooh.
I ordered the girl one.
It looks good. I mean, it's not alright, but I've seen a picture of it.
I have enough T-shirts.
I mean, I would wear it.
Oh. Hi, Sarah.
That's
Sarah's here too. Everyone's here. Oh, the game's all here. Uh-oh.
Hi, Sandra. Hi, Lachlan.
Hello, people of the internet.
Uh-huh. That's,
It's the annoying one.
yeah.
Robert, I thought you were gonna quit smoking.
Oh yeah, but there's no nicotine in here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just blowing vapor for the show.
Ray Romano, here you go.
We're all doing that.
No, they're very good. You know what? They're really good for filming because sometimes in places where they don't let you light cigarettes inside, but you still want to have that smoky look, we've used that before.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yes, it's purely for effect.
Or we've done it, we've used cigarettes and not told the people. We do that all the time.
Oh, Tomoko des.
Look, if you let someone film in whatever location, don't be an asshole about it, all right? You have to understand things might get a little bit damaged.
Oh, yes.
Just flying around bullets.
I don't know. As one of the three old dudes, if somebody just jumped in and saw "Good morning, darling" from three old dudes, they're going to get really confused.
Okay.
Why? Who's done that?
Sarah.
Oh, yes.
Sarah. I think it's funny.
That's Sarah's
So
nickname.
It's have a look at our title.
I already edited on the YouTube page, but it's there. With Casey on. At least it's vanilla vapor. A little mix of wild berry oatmeal that I had earlier.
How's Tomoko doing? Hi, Tomoko.
Hi, Tomoko. Glad you could make it. Is Mikey there? Hi, Mikey. Hi, Maxine.
No.
Bailey.
Let's talk
Was
about
Mark Bailey?
Hello, Mark Bailey. Where you are?
Ah.
I don't know. I sometimes don't know. Like I said.
Knock Juan Karuma for a minute.
Oh, yeah. I like him. He's cool. He's
He was
cool.
on last week, didn't he?
Who hasn't been on the show? Oh, you know who hasn't been on? Canada Jen.
Oh.
I don't know how willing.
We've had Victor on.
Victor's on. Have Rachel and Jin been on ever?
Actually, I think I recall Rachel saying something in reply to Simon mentioning the show. Absolutely not. I'm pretty sure that's right.
They're so cool. I like them.
Well, yeah. We're going to get her to read Term of the Week, you know.
She's a classy lady. Too classy made for the show.
Yeah, have we got a Term of the Week? Oh, is Brian there? Is he watching? No, he'll be throwing people about, won't he? Yeah. Try not to break.
Don't break people's ribs if you can help it. But if you can't, you know, I'm not going to stop you.
Chrome froze up on. Oh, Chrome froze up. Oh, that's what's going wrong. Oh, hi, Jess.
Yeah, mine's freezing up a bit, but that could be our terrible Australian internet.
The English one's pretty horrible too, so.
I'm sorry.
It's really bad. I can't even get fiber optic on this fucking street.
No.
No.
Just on the copper cable.
Yeah, they won't fucking give us fiber optic. They're assholes. Fuck you, BT. Give me some goddamn fiber optic.
Exactly.
I need, for us, we need it because Basti works online, and I put a lot of shit online too. So it's a pain in the ass when we don't have fucking good internet. I actually have to sometimes use my phone because the 4G is faster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's Dean going, and then that's like Dean.
Poor Dean. Dean is not feeling too hot, Dean. No, it's okay.
This
Feeling fabulous.
Feeling
I was gonna
fabulous.
say, is it the change in weather? But you have opposite weather. I was like, is it because it's getting cooler? And I'm like, wait, no, it should be getting hotter, isn't it?
It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I was sick. I got better and I got sick again. So, yeah, I think I got over the Ebola throat bug was it last week? And I think I have, I don't know, leprosy throat this week.
No, not leprosy.
Yeah.
But me and Basti were wanting to come to Australia, but we don't know when. We wanted to come in January, but it depends on our fundings.
No, yeah. You go to Japan first, though.
Yeah, we're going to Japan first. Exactly. Japan got
Oh,
priority.
okay.
Because I have a godson whom I've never met, and I guess the kid finally needs to get baptized. By me, of course. Like, who picks me as the godmother?
He's now 15, isn't it?
He's 2.5. And he's got a brother. Now there's a second child. I was like, Jesus Christ.
And this is in Australia.
This is in Japan.
Oh, okay.
That's why I have to go to Japan to go see my beloved godchild. My beloved little half Japanese, half Filipino godchild. Oh, Mikey-chan, I'm glad you have boobs too. I say this because I'm always wearing these giant T-shirts that belong to Basti. So when I occasionally wear a shirt where you can actually see boobies, whoa! The first 5 comments are always boobs, boobs, boobs. Like if nobody noticed them, I do actually have boobs, and decently sized ones. I just choose to put shit on top of them all the time.
Clothes.
Oh, is that what it's called? Clothes?
That's fun. My
Is there
God, what are you
a
talking
subject
about?
matter?
Dave? Sorry.
Is there a subject matter?
Do we have a topic?
There's a rhetorical question there.
We just make it up as we go, huh? I don't
Dave's
know.
asking if I have an Oprah cup. What the hell would I be doing with an Oprah cup? It's not Oprah, it's Minnie Mouse.
That's better. That's far more dignified.
Much better than Oprah.
Right. Let's see if I can get this going.
Fine Jedi, why not go to Japan the same time as 3 old dudes next year? Because I'm going now. I might go again next year. I just feel like going now because for anyone who doesn't know, I'm a crazy-ass busybody who has a schedule that's always got 25 fucking things happening at the same time. I'm sorry I haven't been able to prove that yet, I promise. It will be proven.
I have seen evidence.
Yeah.
This lady was to the early hours of the morning.
It's just
I was asleep.
so now that I have time in November, I have the main edit of Drowning in Sunshine is gonna be finished. I have to take the time I have. I cannot predict what will happen next year. I know that in November there's free time, so I will go. There you go.
I'm back again. I'm not going
Indeed.
Totally strange, right? It's like you can see you and me.
I've come forth and multiplied.
But not with me, okay?
No.
I don't think Basti would appreciate that.
Sorry, Basti.
He's not watching. He's playing poker. He's got to work. Someone's got to work for real. Someone's got to make money. I just spend money and attempt to make it later. Envy me. Who are you envying? Tomoko, me? No, don't envy me.
Coughing up chunks of most mouldy third world beggars. What are we talking about, Barringer?
Oh, well,
A Dean, probably.
What third world beggars have you been hanging around with? Dean?
actually no, I think it was just some of my lung lining. That's
I see.
that's
Well,
the leprosy lung or whatever the hell I've got.
The UK got to stay in the UK. Woo! I swear that the only thing, I'm sorry Scotland and anyone who's Scottish and actually gave a crap. My whole concern was, I don't want the flag to change.
Yeah. Did you see that post from Amy Yamato? With the contact lenses?
Yeah, but actually I was going to be confused because then I was thinking if they're not the United Kingdom, my visa gets confusing. Technically now I can live and work in Scotland because I have a UK visa. But if they're not in the UK, then
It depends what kind of relationship you have with America. Yeah.
Well, no, it's getting a little confusing, and I want to film in the UK, and I don't want to have problems. So even though I film in other places, usually they don't give you shit if you just like aren't really working, like you're not working for somebody else. It's fine. But I'm waiting to get my citizenship, my good old English citizenship. Where in Japan are you going? I don't know yet. I think I'm going everywhere. I'll do Tokyo. I'm not gonna do the Okinawa and Hokkaido areas because I just don't know if I.
That's like too far.
It's kind of like if I was gonna stay there a while, I'd do it, but I'll probably do Kanto, Kansai region, those two. The biggies. I'll do Tokyo. I'll do Yamanashi, which is where I first lived. I want to take Basi to Disney Sea because I find that place pretty cool. And then I'll go Osaka, Kobe, Kyoto, those areas. Nagoya. Yeah, I'll come to Nagoya, of course. I'll come say hello. I warn everybody that I cannot drink the way I used to. I know that in Japan that you guys can handle it more. And when I was in Japan, I could.
Practicing daily.
I could, but I stopped drinking due to series of embarrassing incidents and hospital visits. So
That doesn't stop G.
I mean, not drinking so much. I could drink a little bit. I don't like being drunk. It's lost its allure. I know, for some it doesn't, but.
Well, I mean, yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, hands up of us three who've been drunk recently, ever.
Well,
not me. See, no hand.
It's oh god, it's just fun, isn't it?
I think I like being buzzed sometimes. I don't mind that, but I don't like to be straight off your ass. Like, what the fuck happened? Blacked out. Like, I don't remember what happened last night, but I'm sure it was bad.
I think yeah. Well, because see, my inebriated wife is peeking at me through the door as we speak. Being someone who doesn't drink, obviously, as we've just been over, it can be rather. Oh, I enjoy it so much. I do. When my family is drunk around me, it's just something that I look forward to with relish.
Oh. Mentioning no
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Previously occurred.
Well, I don't know. I'm actually not too bad with my family. It's just strangers that I don't know if I don't know. I just my family are fine. I love you. Love you very much.
I think it depends my mood. I have to be in a very happy place. And or have nothing going on. Like when I'm absolutely I have nothing planned for the next 5 days, and that's never happens. I never have nothing planned for 5 days, so I'm oh, forget it.
Work, isn't it?
Exactly, the joys of being self-employed and making no money off of it, so it's extra fun. It's you work and you're not getting anything for it now. It's a pain in the ass. Oh well, soon enough. Gotta rake in that money, that movie money.
So we've been out having a good time here.
In Brighton.
In Brighton.
Good old quiet Brighton.
Yeah. I've made friends with lots of seagulls and the drunks in the street.
There's plenty of those.
Yeah. And what else did we do? We had some delicious food. We had the most fantastic burger just before. What else did we do? We went. There was a crime scene. We walked past the crime scene.
Those happen sometimes.
Yeah. We're going to see Beachy Head later on, and not jump off
of it.
What else are we going to do? We're going to go out for a drink with other 3 Old Dude guests, ex-3 Old Dude guests.
Yeah, with Brian.
Yeah.
And Asiters. Asiters was never on 3 Old Dudes, was he?
Yeah, well, it was.
He was on a live show, but it wasn't 3 Old Dudes.
No, it was on one we did. Broken Limb Hangout.
Yeah, just really really random one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on that one.
He was in Ireland or something.
He was in Ireland with his cousin.
Yeah.
whom I met at his wedding. His cousin's mean. Like no, in a charming way. And he was really like meets me, insults me like 3 times in a row, and then's like, let's dance. I was like, oh, okay.
That never happens to me.
Yeah, his cousin's.
I get insulted. But,
yeah, no, his cousin is an interesting guy. I forget his name. Damus, something like that. Something Latvian.
Well,
You know, there was another Azaturs. We met him in America.
Yeah, but he wasn't Latvian.
He was Armenian. Yeah. He had a whole giant Armenian family that was rich. It was kind of nice. They took Azaturs away. He was like, goodbye, Azaturs.
No. But, one guy couldn't make it. He was asleep.
What, Alex?
Alex.
I don't know what he's doing. He's being a douche, as usual. Wait, yeah, he's never gonna watch this.
Oh, we could always
He's a douche.
We have another scale douche, but he's busy upstairs.
Basti? Yeah, he's playing. He's playing upstairs. By playing, I mean he's working.
Yeah.
That's work. Someone's got to do it.
I just realized my microphone's been muted all this time.
Oh, Robert! We were like, if I was being quiet, I thought so too.
It was just as well, though. So as I said before, meanwhile in Australia, Dean's backyard.
Yeah.
They're having a wee bit of fun.
I was sitting directly in front of them actually when that was taken.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah.
Which video
that's son in the middle, daughter's partner over to the left, I think it was, which would be your right, and of course my son's best friend, who was very beardy. He's only like, how old is he now? 18, 19.
Wow.
And he's got a massive beard. I hate him.
Some people get that. Basti can't get a beard. Can you get a beard? Yeah,
I've had a beard,
you can.
and I got rid of it out of shame.
Basti does not. He has not the capabilities of a beard. His little beard that he has, it goes like the. Maybe it makes it to here, and it takes like months.
You were growing a beard a while ago, weren't you, Jake?
Was I growing a beard? No.
No.
Jake.
Jake.
Sorry, I'm not. I have Mediterranean roots, but give me a break, man. Brown? He got quiet.
I came down by myself. I often come down by myself. Yes, I travelled across by myself. Yes, in my own car, which is somewhere in Brighton.
Is it still difficult?
Somewhere over there.
It's not good to have a car in Brighton. It's good to have a car right outside of Brighton, but like in Brighton is a pain in the ass.
It definitely is. It's just total chaos.
It is. Okay, I'll tell you once a funny car story. This happened with Azaturs. Azaturs is a convertible, and we were going in his car to go do a test, a recce. A recce is where you go to like see a place that you want to film at. So you go there first to make sure you can film there. And as we're there, we're waiting in traffic, and it's a very Brightonian moment happened in front of us. As we sit there in the convertible, we notice a guy run up to a car that was stuck in traffic, hand them money, and grab a baggie of what we assumed was drugs, and then run. And we're like, in broad daylight, we just saw a drug deal, didn't we? And he's like, yep, we did. I'm like, yeah.
I at least try to be casual about it when I do that.
Somebody, like, no offense, but, like, I feel like the Brighton police here just have to deal with, like, drunken idiots so much more that they're like, well, fuck the drug dealers.
Yeah.
At least they're being quiet and they're not bothering anyone. But, like, you know, they're not punching someone in the face. Like,
it could have been an incident.
Oh, yeah. There was, so the really famous part of Brighton is the Pavilion. It's this little ugly castle. I guess it's cute in some way. It's got its own charm.
Eclectic.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be posting pictures later.
And it was all, like, taped off by police this morning, and we're like, what the hell's going on? Apparently, like, 2 groups are drunken and brawl, which is very Brighton. That happens all the time.
It's a very violent place. I mean, I fear for my safety.
I don't, actually. Funny enough, I really don't. Never thought much about it. It's like, as long as you're not an idiot, it's fine.
So when I found an excellent shot for you, Dean, and Speed and Jake, you would love it. I'll be posting pictures of that later.
Well, you want to be looking at that?
Yeah.
A lot of them. There's quite a few.
This is ideal for speed.
Jesus, there's like 20. There's a shop right down the road. I think I even know one person who owns one of these shops.
I'll let Cafe Jello wear the shade and top hat. I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's
attached to his head. No, it's okay. I don't have my red fedora with me.
Oh yeah. Oh, you do. You still got a bit of blue left in
there. The blue's still here. I still have to re-blue it because I do have still a couple more reshoots. I think then I'm gonna cut my hair quite short and I'll go purple.
Like the character from XD.
Yeah, but her hair's green. But my hair can't naturally get like that. But I might go a little bit short.
Green.
Well, it can go green. Trust me. If this blue is left to be, it gets green pretty fast, especially in sunlight. And with what's it called? Fluorine.
Oh, fluorine.
Oh yeah, I found that out when I went to Spain.
Oh.
So Simon.
Yeah.
Why are you in Brighton?
I'm visiting for the very first time a fellow YouTuber.
I can't believe this is the first one. I haven't met quite a few people in real life.
I just couldn't remember whether you said you were going. Did you tell us you were going there? You probably didn't. I've forgotten, right?
He didn't tell
I
us.
think I did. Yeah.
He just mentioned it casually in passing.
Yeah, I mean, the original plan was to meet up with Raina as well, because she was going to come over at this time of year, but that's not worked out.
Raina? Maybe you'll watch this later. Come on, man. I know she is a child. It's a little more difficult.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a little kid.
I mean,
that's why I'm not having kids now.
Raina has more than one kid. She has 4 kids. She's our mama.
True story.
Ah, indeed.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell? I was like, pets? Hold on, I gotta get my water. So you can watch Simon from the profile view. You can see
there we go. Dean can have a look at himself. There we go.
Oh, let's make a... Ooh.
Stop, you're blowing his mind.
Infinite regression. Three old dudes, infinite regression. That's what we should have called this.
There you go.
I thought we were going for an Inception type thing there for a moment.
So I just got back from the States. It was a giant pain in the ass. I mean, the States itself was fun. The actual trip was a giant pain in the ass. Because my travel companions were a giant pain in the ass.
Who are we going to have a drink with tonight and smile sweetly at?
Well, we're having a drink with one of them.
With one of them, yes. The slightly less pain in the ass one.
Well,
I don't know.
how can I say this? Editors was more annoying, but I ended up more angry at Alex. So I think that's how it went.
It's good working relationships with these people.
Yeah, no, me and Editors have a pretty good. Our working relationship is good. It's our friendship relationship. It becomes I'm like, man, I can't tolerate you for more than 3 hours without wanting to punch you in the fucking face.
Yeah, that's a special kind of friend. Right?
Yeah, Spain is a beautiful country, apparently.
Oh, it is. It's lovely. The beaches are very nice, and I'd like to go there to film. That's what I say with everything. I'm just gonna bring my camera and just make up little mini films as I go.
As you do.
Yeah, so we've had a slight modification or possible modification for next year's trip, which it's still happening, but we might be coming. I can't remember exactly how much further in front it is, but Jessica has a friend that lives in America. My daughter, youngest daughter, who's getting married, and she's meant to be in the wedding. So, yes, we might be going to America first, and then on to Japan, but I'm not sure exactly whether it's
feasible, possible.
You could make a big amount with your
or
air ticket. You could get a special price.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to have to look into.
Yeah. If Sarah did
So,
you didn't have a chance to go to that store.
Hmm.
Which store are you talking about, Mike Chen, and to whom are you addressing your question? The store for Dean? That's basically across the road.
I'm
not sure. Lots of rubber items.
Well, this is Brighton, what can you say? And God knows that every time, you know what I notice Facebook's always betraying me, because every time I say I'm going to one of these freaky parties, I'm like, invited to, and I'm like, yeah, I'll accept. And then, of course, it says it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Terry Palestino is going to, like, Brighton Fetish Weekend. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And I notice me getting all these likes on it. And I'm like, ah, crap. God.
All of a sudden, all
I want to know is what do you feel like when you come
I
back?
have quite a few of those. I've gotten quite a few of those. I get invited all the time to, like, this one dude. I guess he constantly has orgies. He's always asking me when I'm going to come.
It's not me.
No, it's not him.
It's not me.
But he's like, oh, are you going to come? And I'm like, is there, like, double entendre there? But, like, no. Like, I always feel like I'm giving, like, an excuse. I'm like, I'm busy this weekend. And I'm like, damn it. I always tell people, I'm like, you know, I go to these places, and I'm like, I'm not as kinky as people think I am. I'm just more, like, hanging out because I think, new experience. And everybody's like, so are you looking for playmates? I'm like, am I?
I think what it is, they get a special charge from you being there and watching. I think that's what it is. They like to be watched.
Some people like that. That's true. That is it. And then I get one. Like I told you about that. Didn't I tell you guys about that Japanese chick that wanted me to spank her at one of these parties?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, we remember
The
that.
maid costume. That was like something like I was like, what the hell? Like it was so surreal. It was like a surreal moment. And her husband thanked me at the end. And I was like, okay, this is actually happening. I can't believe this is actually happening. But it is. But no, it's they're surprisingly fun. It's fun because like actually funny enough, it's like all this weird shit is happening, and then you have regular people just like actually it's the people in the party after the weird shit just talking about random stuff like oh yeah, I love that movie and talking about things like that. And stuff like that. Exactly, it totally is like that. It's like, so, can you recommend a good mover? Like, you know. It just gets with that. It's quite funny. I'll be right back. I need to take a bathroom break.
Okay. Which one do I have to take? I'm confused now.
Just sit casually.
I'll sit casually and borrow this.
Just fly casual.
So
I have some boring subject matter for you.
That will suffice.
I've been off this week, as you know, as many people know. Not of my own planning, apparently, but either way. And my car has taken up much of my time. And I finally got it emissions tested, and I got a conditional pass. And just yesterday I was driving around, and the check engine light came on yet again for the same thing, which is not bad because I only spent like $20 to fix it the first time. But I think a little vacuum hose was leaking, and it was causing the secondary air injection pump to come on continuously. So I'm thinking that the pump is a little tired after all those years of that going on, since it's only designed to run part of the time when the engine is cold. And I got new tires put on, Bridgestone Blizzaks, ready for winter. And sometime next week, I'm getting new struts put on. And I found a company that makes replacement struts that are not fluid-filled, magnetic fluid-filled. So therefore, they only cost about, both of them cost 1/4 as much as one magnetic fluid-filled strut. So, that's my car, and that's the end of the
a car story.
Subject matter.
Cars suck.
I like my car, though. Good to me.
No, I'm alright, thank you. I was in the U.S., Mikey-chan. I was there for 3 weeks. I went to Miami, then I went to New York, then I went to L.A. I found New York by far the most annoying. Sorry, people from New York. Your city is full of assholes.
I think
Alex loved New York. Typical. He must have felt right at home. But I liked L.A. L.A. was nice.
Did the streets roll up around 10 o'clock in L.A.? I was in Costa Mesa, and I noticed that happen. After 10 p.m., it was like everyone was gone. And then a different group of people came out. So I was driving around looking for food. And I think I better get back to the hotel really quick.
Well, yeah, there was, of course, I don't know, like, to me, like, I'm so used to, like, homeless people and weird, like, people like that in Brighton that I don't even notice them anymore. I'm like, oh, yeah, like, that guy looks like...
Yeah, I'll just say, I saw 21-inch wheels on Honda Civics. I had never seen that before. And this was...
You ended up in Oakland? Where were you? Jesus Christ.
I was in Costa Mesa, but it was... when was that? It was in the mid-'90s, early mid-'90s. So
I found it.
the big wheel craze hadn't really hit Canada yet.
It's become what's it called, gentrified? Is that the PC word for saying it? It's become nicer but whiter.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. It was.
At least where I was around, I was hanging around Burbank. That's where we were staying, and then we went to Hollywood Boulevard, where we found a couple bars, which were kind of nice, and it was fun, and it was a good time. No, I liked it. Santa Monica was by far my favorite place. It was really pretty.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Speech messaging. Comments disabled. They're not comments that aren't disabled.
They shouldn't be.
It's the mobile app.
Trying to comment from his phone.
Yeah. It's the app's fault.
It's your apps.
It's either the apps or YouTube is just being mean to people that are on mobile.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, we haven't. He's feeling withdrawal, I think, because we haven't had a term of the week for 3 shows. We haven't had a term of the week.
3 weeks.
Jeez. I need to get my charger for this computer because I realized it says it has 16 minutes left, so it's not very. It's not gonna last.
But you can pass your comments on to me.
Well,
I'm not sure.
Here's the term of the week.
Oh, cool.
Pretty mild. Firestoned. When you get so high, you just get tired. Lol, lol, lol. That's a pretty bad pun.
That's pretty mild.
That's pretty mild.
That's
It
very
is
mild.
pretty mild.
This way, we could make all our shows public.
That's fine. Children shouldn't be watching this anyway.
My children watch it.
But your children are really children. Those are really teenagers.
Yeah, teenagers, yeah.
That's not listening.
Yeah, I sent
don't
Tom a
think my-
picture. Did you see it?
Hey?
John Bon Pony
John
Oh,
Bon.
yeah.
It's John Bon Pony.
instead of John Bon Jovi. He had the hair, so.
Yes, you're eating chocolates.
It smells like chocolates.
Yeah.
It's because you're eating them.
That's
Okay, I was like,
better than that thing.
no, my cleaner use is awful. Like, this is such a white people first 1% problem. So I'm like, God, my cleaner used the worst fucking cleaning detergent. It left such a weird smell in the house. Don't you guys know what that's like? Like, look, it's not a rich people thing. It's a laziness thing, okay? Like, you make investments into life for certain things. I hate cleaning. I will pay the 20 quid a week for somebody to come and do it for me.
Yeah, that's not bad.
$10 an hour.
Oh.
Exactly. So it's not so bad.
It would cost about...
My sister has a cleaner.
Well, like, it's
Because
just...
so busy.
Me and Basti are really busy, you know, so... And we both hate cleaning so much.
I just have no excuse.
Like, when we first dated, I remember being like, look, I'm not a domestic person at all. I can cook, but I don't like to clean that much. It just doesn't come naturally to me. So, the only time I ever cleaned was when I dated one Japanese guy, not even the psychopath. He didn't even get me to clean. I didn't clean because he was a dick. If he would have been nicer to me, I would have done it. The one who was nice to me, I used to clean his flat. Like, when we were there, when I was staying over. Because you know what? He had a good way of tricking me. Like, what he would do, he's like, I'm sorry, I can't leave the house while it's messy. So we couldn't go out until the house was clean, and so he would clean, and I was like, fuck this is taking way too long. So I would clean with him just to fucking get it done. Be like, damn it, all right, we're going to go out right when this is done. I'll put up the laundry. I will goddamn wash your stupid dishes. And then we'll go out. Good man. Good man. That guy lives in Moscow now. I keep trying to tell him to come visit me in England, but he hasn't done it yet.
That's a bit of a way.
It's a bit of a way. I know it is, but like he goes to Germany all the time. He says he likes Germany, and I'm like, oh, just come. I mean, I guess it must be awkward to be like, well, come and stay with your ex-boyfriend's gonna come and stay at your house, but like him and I are like on good terms, so I don't feel weird about it.
Can you see what the comment? I'm not eating the chocolates. No, those are for the guests. This is just some free chocolate that the chocolate shop gave me because I bought such a lot of chocolates.
Here you go. You always know, like, I'm always worried when they give you, like, free gifts because you've bought so much shit. You're like, you get to that point. Oh, Dean, all right. I hope you feel better.
Yeah. Take it easy, Dean.
All right.
I hope it's not beer you're chugging, because that's not going to make you feel better.
Well, yeah, there's one thing we can do for that. Don't feel so bad, Dean. We'll shoot somebody else in there in your place.
Yeah, sorry guys. I just I'm starting to feel really. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So,
Go get some rest.
Yes, I might do that. Okay. Well, I'll catch you next week, definitely.
Bye, buddy.
Hopefully.
Feel better.
Feel better.
Yeah, definitely.
If the meteor doesn't hit me or something like that.
I hope a meteor does not hit you. In general, I don't like meteors to hit anyone I know.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll catch you later.
Apparently, if you find one, they're worth a lot of money. Like the metal in the meteors. Like there's people who go out in the desert like with their freaking metal detectors and look for them because you could sell the stuff, the meteor.
Yeah. I mean, the ones from Mars are rare, apparently.
Well,
I typed in 2 words in the Urban Dictionary.
you type in
Not
two
related
words.
to goats, but to remember what I said I'd rather do, be a dog fucker.
An old fucker.
Yeah, basically a term used to describe an individual who does not do his fair share of work, e.g. walking around, talking, smoking, whatever else, but avoiding doing any actual work. A person who fucks a dog or is dog fucking is. My supervisor at the factory is the biggest dog fucker in the world. He never does any work.
A dog fucker, huh?
That's not Gary, is it? No.
Oh, no.
You shouldn't fuck any dogs. Dogs are just animals, you know. They can't be fucked by people.
And you should leave goats alone as well.
I know. What the hell? It's like they know that I want a dog. I want a puppy so motherfucking bad. I need a dog, but I'm waiting for the house to be done so that I can bring the dog in and he can ruin all my new shit. That's what I want. Break it in. I love dogs, though. I'm like such a dog person. I tolerate cats. I don't dislike them. Some I do. There's the occasional cat you meet who's just like a mean little bitch of a cat. But I don't love cats. Not like cat. You know what it is? I don't like to clean up cat shit.
Who does?
Yeah, but like that's just it. I don't mind. I don't know, for something, I feel like cat shit and pee is so much worse than dog. It smells worse.
Oh, yeah, they've got stray cats and they come in and
they mark their territory. The cats just like when they spray, it's just like the fucking worst.
Yeah.
It's like ammonia death.
I
hate cats.
So while I was in the Urban Dictionary,
sorry, Robert. Yeah.
I looked up goat fucker too because I thought, might as well. Apparently, goat fucker is a person who has a bad reputation for one, or at least partly, excusable vice or bad deed in spite of having several virtues or having performed several good deeds. So there you go.
That's what a goat fucker is when you do like you've done one bad thing and a bunch of good things.
It's it's like, but I tell you, man, you fuck one goat and it follows you for the rest of your life.
I've never had the. Sometimes when I see goats, I occasionally think, could I eat it? Like, okay.
You certainly can.
Look, I'll tell you. Have I told you? I have a video called the crab story, right? Like, what happened with the crab?
Oh yeah.
It was like this was like so fucking traumatic. Like I thought to myself, because all these vegans and vegetarians always go off.
Did you film that?
I did, but I deleted it because it was too horrible.
Okay.
It was like one of those things where I was like, I actually in the video was like panicking. I was like, oh my god, because like I always get these vegetarians and vegans giving me like smack about like, well, would you be able to kill the animal yourself? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna prove that I can, and then eat it. So they sell like live crabs at like this, fish market that they have every Wednesday, like fresh ones. And so I get there and I'm like, all right, they have them in a bucket, and the guy's like, just pick out whichever one you want. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this. And the guy's like, no, don't worry, their pincers are cut, so they can't pinch you. So then I thought to myself, well, that takes out the of me going to release it back in the wild anyway. Like, that'll stop me because I know it's already paralyzed in the hand, so I couldn't, like, just let it go and just starve to death. So I was like, all right. So it's obviously...
So you're killing it in stages.
Yeah, so obviously I need to kill this thing, like, as it's supposed to be killed. So a guy actually next to me is like, don't worry, I'll pick one up for you. So he picks it up, puts it in a bag for me, and I take it back. And so I start following the instructions, and they're like, stick it in the freezer so that, it goes unconscious, and then like stab it through, like there's a little scale on it, and just stab it through there, and it'll go out. And every damn YouTube video I saw, it fucking worked. Like they stabbed it, the thing went limp. I was like, alright. So I fucking did it, and guess what? That fucker was not dead. It was panicking. And I was like, oh my god! And so I tried to do it through the brain. Still, even more flailing. And I was just like, there was one point I was just like, literally, I was just like, just like stabbing it, like, please stop! A pool of blood under it. Oh yeah, it was really horrible. And then I like threw it in, and I was like, then it went limp. It was dead, and I was like, finally, it's dead. So I go to stick it in the boiling pot. The second I put it in, I see its little claws move more, and I was like, oh my god. And I just put the lid on top. I was like, yeah, look at this. Oh! And then it was delicious. It was delicious. And 20 minutes later, I took it out. I cleaned out all the meat from the claws, and I made a delicious crab pasta. It was delicious. So it was a very nice meal. So I ate it. I had to, stick by my my thing, and I did.
Were you having that Homer Simpson moment where you're eating the claw, you're crying, but you dip it into the butter sauce? It's like, oh, you're so tasty, but I can't believe I killed you. Take another bite. Oh, you're so yummy. Oh, I can't believe I killed you.
No, because I didn't get to know and love the crab, so I didn't have like these attachments to it. Like if it would have been like my pet, I don't think I could eat a pet, but like the crab, I was like a little bit like, I felt like really like, I remember feeling like, not exactly, I felt guilty, but at the same time relief. I was like, I did it. All right. Good to know. But in my head, what I learned from the experience was not that, what I learned was that I should leave it to the professionals to do this. That's what I learned.
Yeah, this is when I go to the supermarket.
That is why I get my food from a fucking butcher. I will do local grown, organic, happy meat. That's fine. I don't mind, but I will have my fucking meat. All right, that's the end of it. My grandma told me though in Colombia when she was young that like one of my cousins, like her aunt made her kill a chicken because that's just how you did it back then. That was how you lived in other countries. And they're like, oh, you just. And apparently she tried to. She had a similar story. She's like trying to kill the chicken, except she didn't have any like grief about it. She wasn't like, oh no, poor chicken. She's like, his neck just wouldn't snap. And I was like. But I guess that's how you had to do it back then.
Yeah, my mother used to have to do that in her backyard in Nashville. Kill the chicken. Or they cut the head off and then the body would run around the yard.
Yeah, I've seen that happen, yeah.
Blood spewing at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So Dave got a new toy. Didn't you, Dave? What'd you get?
Well, I will show you. This is my old phone. Okay, Dave? This is my 3GS.
All reliable.
I'm sticking it into a blender.
And now, what I got.
Has it got 3G? Can it work in Japan? If it can you send it?
Oh, very nice. Is that a 6?
That's my 6.
Oh, very nice.
Is this the Galaxy 6?
No, it's an iPhone.
Or the iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's filling out. I can't.
Well,
we're not allowed. We can't support Apple in this household.
As you can see.
What's that down there?
Oh yeah, no, we have to give it away. That's
you can
nice.
see the screen difference and everything. Everything in high
You can really see the feet on those women now. You can like really like see.
Yeah, those women all have something in common.
What's wrong with Apple? And what's the
Girls
Oh, Basti doesn't let us support Apple because they banned Bitcoin apps for a while. And Basti's like Bitcoin king, so he's like, we cannot support Apple in this house. It's not that I dislike Apple. I mean, it's not user friendly for me. I like PC, even for editing. Everybody's like, oh, editing is so much better on Macs, but I prefer PC.
Yeah, it's depending on the preference. I mean, it's not like everybody has to be an Apple fanboy or an Android fanboy, but just be happy with the device that you got. That's it.
Yeah, I kind of swing both ways for phone choice.
Well, everybody. I like.
No, go ahead first. I'm gonna say after.
No, I use because like in my computer to edit, my edit suite is Adobe Premiere, which I like. I know you can do it for the Mac too, but on Mac when we have to edit on the Mac, we use Final Cut. But Final Cut is well, they're both a pain in the ass in their own way.
Well, last night.
It looked really complicated.
Did it?
So last night I decided to go by to the mall. I said, okay, let me go check out the phone itself. So I went, and of course they had both the 6 Plus and the 6, and of course you can see the difference in the size of the screen and the size of the device. But I went to go and I upgraded this, so of course I have a 2-year contract with Fido, and it's this is a 16 gig I have. It's $265 instead of paying $800 for a 16 gig iPhone 6. But I went to my provider's store first to get it, but of course they said, oh, you have to be on reservation, which I could have done right away, but I said nah. So I went to the Apple Store itself, and right away they said, okay, we could do everything for you just like that. I said, not a problem. So went in, they asked me questions if the plan that I'm using, which I still am, and it's valid for the new phone. So did this, plugged away, get my phone, turn on my service on, and that was it. I was like out of there like in 20 minutes. But
that's good. You have to do that crazy ass shit. They were showing everybody like lined up on the side and shit.
Well, the funny thing about that was over here there was a big line. Well, not a big lineup. I'd say maybe about 40 people outside, like during the night, outside of the mall, waiting for the mall to open for them to get into line. So they got into line, and then more people showed up before the store opened. So apparently it was like a big lineup. But yeah, I was like, wow.
They probably got through those people in like an hour, and everybody left.
Oh yeah. I've
never done that ever. Oh wait, one time a buddy of mine. I think this was like for the PlayStation 3, where he did like they were waiting like outside like the Best Buy and shit. Like they like queued up, and like my friend went by because he's an asshole, and he just like drove by and started throwing I think he was throwing bananas, but not bananas that were rotten, like regular fresh bananas, and they were just confused. He's like, take that, and like they were like, what? And apparently some people like just ate them too. They're like, all right, thanks,
Yeah, I've seen people doing crazy stuff like that in line too, but not with bananas. That's the first.
I've never waited for any piece of technology unless it was going to save my life. Like if this was like the cure for like some terminal illness, I'll wait in line. But if it's like something I could get in a couple days, even then I'm like, I usually like people to try it out and find out how fucked up it is first, and then I'll be like, yeah, all right, I see the flaws and what's good and bad, but.
Yeah.
I don't know. I too much like my Androids because I can add memory in so much easier, and that's why I like them because it's just where you.
Like I said, it's somebody's preference. It's not meant for everyone to have if they don't want it. So I mean, yeah, you're gonna. It's the same thing with PlayStation and Microsoft. They always have that big argument. Which one is better than that? I mean, just enjoy the system that you have. That's it. Enjoy the phone what you have. Enjoy the PC.
Don't fight about it on the internet, idiots. You have something better to do with your life. Fucking, like, what the hell? People must have too much goddamn free time.
But this one, I put 64 gigs in for about $28. So I like that about it. My S4. Hello.
Oh, Frederick, just to answer your question about what about the iPhone 6 Plus? I mean, I have the iPad Air. I don't need the iPhone 6 Plus. I mean, this is big enough for me.
Yeah, use, yeah, you have an iPad.
Yeah, but I saw that. Sorry?
I found like they make like laptops now. Like I used to have a tablet, not an iPad. I think I had an Asus one because I was like, yeah, fuck it. But my computer now, a lot of them come with touchscreen. So I just have my laptop right now has a touchscreen, which I never use. I keep forgetting that it exists. Like I use it when like my mouse freezes up. I'm like, damn it. Oh wait. All right.
Yeah, Raj Al Ghul. Yeah, exactly. There was I don't know if you guys saw a video clip, but this was in Australia, where a guy.
The guy who dropped his phone immediately.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
That sucked. Well, I kind of understand because here's the box. Here's the box, right? And he opened it, and see the tray's not even low enough for you to. It's not low enough for you to keep it still. So when he opened it, of course, whoops, everything popped out.
Poor thing. Like I kind of always feel bad. Like like, cause I've had a video go viral, like that I've been in, and I like you start to pity people because like people are just such judgmental fucks. I'm like, damn, man. Like when you have something happen to you, like, and you're not really prepared for it, because I'm on YouTube all the time. So when I got one video that has more than 500,000 views, it was like, oh, I got so much fucking haters, but you get used to it because you're used to it. But if you're just some rock, and then you plastered all over the internet, people are just making fun of you on like Reddit and fucking 4chan, it must suck. Poor guy.
Yeah.
They
But
have my
that was his
sympathy.
15 minutes of fame. That was.
You don't want your fame like that.
No.
All you hear from the reaction of the Apple fanboys there in the line is like, oh, beep. You just hear them swirling and they're like, there goes his phone. I'm like, oh,
Poor
damn.
guy, man. You know, shit like that happens. I've dropped so much. My Galaxy, I actually broke the screen on mine while on the train going to an Avenged Sevenfold concert, and it just like, it wasn't even a big drop. It just went, it was like it just got it at that right angle. It just went click, and I was like, ah, shit, and I like opened it, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
What did that break before?
Well, at the time, my compass was really fucked up because I remember trying to get to a concert with a certain someone who I'm not going to mention who it is. Let's just say they're a name that I don't like. But
yes, Frederick. If I'm not in a Wi-Fi area with my tablet, I use my iPhone as for the hotspot on my tablet. So I don't have no data plan for my iPad Air. So
your tablet.
Yeah, so I just basically use it off my internet, off the phone, since I have like 6 gig a month on it. So.
Oh yes, that's a good plan.
I was thinking about changing it last night, but then I kind of like contemplated. It's like I really don't use my phone calls often. I tend to text more than making phone calls. So I'm like, and plus when I'm not around internet that is available for me, I have to use it on my phone. So I kept it. So.
Yeah, it's hard to give that up.
Yeah. Well, apparently now it went up $5 more, so now it's like $35 a month.
Oh,
for
bastards.
I'll stay on my plan.
$35.
I checked it out. I checked it on my invoice. It's like, wait a minute. It's like summertime I had it 30, and then all of a sudden September, damn you bastard, $5 more.
Well, they can't raise it on me for another year. But
I never really.
By then.
I don't even know. There's certain I have certain bills that are like on auto pay, and like I really should check what the hell they are because I think I just kind of like let things happen.
Well,
yeah.
I don't like that. I always go to the bank.
But the thing is, I'm such a I hate going to bank so much, and like I remember the one I always have to do is like I have to pay people, like I have to log in and do the whole little dance.
We always have to hate paying people.
I know, but I'm like, ah, shit. I mean, I should just have this shit on like auto pay, but fuck it, I don't feel like doing it. Like, because what if I fire someone? You know?
There are moments at the bank where you're like in line waiting to get your turn to go at the teller, and there's like an elderly person in front of you who's there like for God knows how long, and you're like waiting in line. It's like, okay, are you done yet? Come on. It's like only one teller is open.
You're literally gonna die in this line.
Yeah, fortunately, I only have to go to the bank if I need coins. That's the only reason I have to go. For parking meters.
I remember once an old people moment, like one of those moments where you're like, what are you doing here? Old people moments was like I went to go watch Star Wars Episode 3 like at the midnight showing at like a place. And when this was happening, like, so there's all the people lined up, and then there's one like ancient fucking guy just like sitting there in the back, and we're like, holy shit! We were saying we're like, man, he's just gonna dissipate into the Force at the end of the movie. He's like, finally, I can die. We were expecting that shit to happen. But now Disney's got their Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
You know that he went for the audition.
I've been a great sort of Sith.
Yeah, he would have been. He loves playing villains, though. Of course he does. It comes so naturally to him. No, I'm teasing. I can't. Oh God, I hope he doesn't watch this. He's gonna give me so much shit. You talk shit about me. You always do.
Unless he's playing poker, then he's not gonna watch.
No, this isn't poker, guy. Poker is my fiance. This is an actor buddy of mine. He actually plays the villain in my series. He
was on the show.
Yeah, he was.
Looks like the guy from GTA 4.
He does. He looks like Nico.
Nico Bellic.
Yeah, Nico. Alex Hewitson.
Especially when he rolled Especially when he was rolling up his.
Oh my God! His tampon joints. Yeah. That was pretty funny. Yeah, he doesn't. Well, I don't know how to roll. Funny enough, being such a pothead that I am, I don't know how to roll.
Yeah, but
because I have a pipe. I always use like my little pipe. I was like, I don't do the. Funny enough, no, I don't want to say anything about.
That would have been interesting to see Simon partaking of your asthma medicine. That would have.
Yes, during the house.
No, I'll do it. Both of us. I'm okay. When I was in California, man, I forgot how like it's basically legal there. Like they have all these like little called green doctors, like which essentially they'll just write you a prescription for weed. Like they just have them all over the place. So like $4, green doctor. What do you got? Insomnia, depression, anything, allergies, some weed for it. Yeah.
I like to be stuck in one place for 3 hours.
Don't ever say that shit. Huh?
Well, I like the kind that makes you stay in one place for 3 hours, and you only regain your consciousness every few minutes, and then you go back into your fantasy illusion of whatever you were fantasizing or what's the word for that?
It brings me into real life.
Hallucination. That's what I'm thinking. Not hallucination. Yes.
That's like more like salvia, though. What?
I've
had weed that I've tripped on, but not that often. And usually I don't like it because I don't expect my weed to be something I trip off of. I do it to relax. So when I'm tripping, I'm like, damn it, they gave me trippy weed.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who don't have the munchies when I'm like that.
Oh, I do. We eat
I just watch everything goes by in slow mode. So like you could just walk by normally, and I'm like have this slow reaction. It's like, holy crap, everything's slowing down. Gotta slap myself out of it.
No. I'll have it, and then like I'll fall asleep, which is one thing. And like I say, it doesn't fix insomnia because you fall asleep for 3 hours and won't wake up and then can't go back to sleep. So that's what I find like to be shit about it. I'm like, it doesn't work for insomnia. I guess like I can see the medical benefits of it for certain people. Like, and I'm perfectly okay for it being illegal. But like when everybody's like it's harmless and it does nothing, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, no way. It makes you such a lazy ass. It's like you'll be the laziest person in the fucking universe. I won't leave my house. Like outside, no. I have a perfectly good sofa and Netflix. Why would I want to leave? I already downloaded all the seasons of Once Upon a Time.
Well, I was at my friend's place, and we were watching White Castle, and he brought out his vapor, and we were just like vaping away, and I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, the moment when Harold and Kumar was on the cheetah, and they're running
the cheetah,
away.
yeah, I was actually thinking of that scene. Bullets, my only weakness.
We were like, wow, that cheetah's really coming at us at full speed, right, guys? And I see one of my friends just grabbed a box of pizza and started eating away. Like, dude, leave the pizza for us. I'm like, wow. We're like laughing. Playing video game high is funny.
It is. Actually, I find that two things that I do better, and like, you know how people say there's some things that you could do better high? There's two actually for me. But you have to find the right balance, because there's a point where you get too high and then it doesn't matter, like you won't be able to do shit. But if you're like that right moment, I do play video games better because I slow my brain down and see everything that's happening. And
bullet time.
It kind of is like bullet time. And likewise, I do the same thing with editing sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I'll edit, and when I edit high, I find all the things a lot easier. I'm like, because I'll slow my mind down. I'll be like,
Well, that's why it took 3 hours.
no, I wasn't high enough. Like, it took 3 hours because there was so many goddamn shots.
Oh.
But it's better to have more than less, I'll tell you, man. Jeez, that's why fucking filming takes like 8 million years. Like we take like, no joke, about 2 minutes of filming is about 3, 4, 5 hours. The longest we did was 3 minutes, and it was 8 hours. It was a shot.
Oh.
And it was we actually ran out of blank bullets.
Wow.
That's what stopped us from continuing. We didn't have any more bullets left.
Yeah, mate, I want some more bullets, please.
Yeah, like we used up. I remember our fight choreographer going up to us, and he's like, I've never used so many blank bullets in my entire life. We used up 180 or some shit like that. It was like... It was like, okay, I'll tell you a funny story about having the poor fight choreographer. So, this is a story about him. He's a really nice guy, but he's an American guy. Actually, he's Peruvian, but he's raised in the States. Comes to the UK to help us finish filming, because we film part in America, part in the UK. When he's leaving, unfortunately, he had, when you walk through some of the security, sometimes, you know how they have that the air that blows on you? You know, they're checking you for, like, bombs and shit. Well, he came up as in he tested positive for gunpowder residue. He's covered in it, obviously, because of the fact that we were shooting, we were filming. So they take him aside to search his bag, and unknowing to him, the props girl, when she was putting away stuff, she puts some of the prop knives in his bag. Oh my god! And then, so he gets arrested by yeah, he tells me, the guy, when he gets arrested, he said that they were very friendly, though, and he goes to be put in, like, I guess the paddy wagon, and there's actually, like, a little mini cage in the paddy wagon, like, something there, and he has to be put in, like, this little box with, like, bars on it, and he's like, that the guy actually took a selfie of him, like, of him in there, so he had, like, this picture. Yeah. So in the end, he was not found guilty of terrorism. But, like, apparently they asked him, like, 8 million questions about who we were and stuff, but I didn't get a single phone call to verify anything, like. So now I think to myself, I'm like, that means the government searched who exactly I am and what I'm doing, because he gave, like, all the information, you know. I must have checked out, because our website showed we were filming. It said, like, you know, this is what we're doing. Luckily, there was that much, but, yeah, it was pretty... Poor guy. I felt really guilty.
This has never happened to us. No.
Well,
don't go to the airport covered in gunpowder.
The time
gunpowder residue.
I had to call the ambulance for my roommate, and asking me, "Do you have weapons there?" And I said, "No, I don't." "Why do you keep asking me that?" And they continually, "Do you have any weapons there? Are there any weapons there?" "No." "Why do you keep asking me that? Just send an ambulance. Goodbye." And that was the end of that.
Jesus. It's not like America where, like, it's kind of we're so nonchalant about weapons, like, no one even notices.
Yeah.
Like,
I
remember...
a couple swords, but that's all.
A couple swords. We have actually... we have so much crap, it's not even funny. Like, in the States, I had, like... I don't know, I had everything under the sun. Mace, taser, knives, a gun, and then my dad has several guns, and my grandpa has one of those old-fashioned elephant rifles, like old grandpa style. All he needs is a. I really wish he had a rocking chair, just like, and I could catch him like just sitting there on the porch with his gun. I love my redneck grandpa. He's great.
And when are more videos of him coming?
Oh, the third one, yeah. I know that Speed Gimp likes that one. I will. I'll put it out. Oh man, he was. I love my grandpa, but man, can he talk? Sometimes he just talks so much, and I'm like, oh, grandpa.
No.
I've heard all these stories. Please, I don't want to be rude because you're my grandpa, and you're gonna die in a year now. But I need to be able to go to the bathroom.
Oh, well, there are ways around that.
I'm surprised no old dude moment yet, Robert.
Yeah. Oh, I've only had 1 cup of coffee. That's why. Instead of 2 liters of tea, I've had.
Walking Casino says, "Good morning, Simon. For some reason, the stream keeps stalling on me. Sorry."
Sorry.
It must be Censorship Canada.
No, last week it was Solar Flares that got me. But, I mean.
So Stephanie, did you enjoy those Belgian chocolates that you received?
I've eaten a couple of them. They were good. I can't eat too many, or else I'll...
They're very, very...
They're rich, very rich chocolates. I think they're literally stuffed with butter. Like, I bit into one. It had a very delicious cream filling, but I kid you not, that I'm 90% sure that filling is coffee. Like, that is all that is inside.
Yeah.
You know, it tasted like solidified butter, sugar, and coffee, and I was like, it tastes really nice, but I'm pretty sure it's going to give me, like, fucking crazy diarrhea if I eat too many of these. So don't eat too many of the chocolates. We'll give them to Azatur's mine.
Yeah.
Give some to Azatur's wife. He has a very lovely wife. Nothing like him.
Does she come in tonight?
I don't know. She might not. She just kind of shows up randomly.
Okay.
But she's very nice. She's very sweet and soft-spoken and nothing like him. Just absolutely nothing like him. Just, you can imagine the opposite of him. And that's her. I wanted her to come to America because she can tolerate his bullshit more than I can. It's not that he's bullshit. It's just like he gets to a point where it's like, oh man, you're so annoying me. I don't love you enough to deal with this. Like, you know, whereas like Basti, well, he'll annoy me, but I love him.
I mean, is he a director or is he a producer?
Oh, editors? He's a director of photography. He's a DOP, actually. On the show, on Drowning in Sunshine, he co-directed with me because I can't direct the scenes I'm in.
Yeah.
And he just does the videography. And yeah.
Well, there's something from now. Brian's at Jiu-Jitsu.
Who's at Jiu-Jitsu?
What's that? Was Dave put something up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Dave.
No, it's out of we'll call it at a swimming pool, and a friend of his is like want to jump through a hula hoop. So his friend is holding the hula hoop, and he comes up and he shoves his friend right into the pool, and then just tippy-toe away.
I always hate being shoved into pools, and it's such a thing that happens in Miami because there were so many. Everybody had a pool, and my stupid stepdad constantly would do it to me, like all the time. So I would not go into the backyard ever when he was out there because he would always do it. Like it just was. One time though, I got him really good because I remember him throwing me into the pool, and luckily I grabbed his shirt, and so it was like he threw me, and it was like a slingshot, like whoop-de-oom, whoop-de-oom, Take that, old man. Robert, Japanese officer's sword. Frederick has a Swiss Army knife. House.
I have one too, but just a small one. Frederick has a gigantic one.
Well, in Switzerland, unlike most of the EU, they're not technically part of the EU. They're part of that whatever union.
Yeah,
crap.
they're sort of like a neutral.
But they are weaponed up. They have guns and shit there.
Oh yeah.
Because they all have to go into the military, don't they?
Yeah, it's compulsory for a year.
Basti in Germany it used to be, and Basti actually didn't do it. They stopped doing it. It's not compulsory anymore. But he said he had to do it. But the problem was when he went to go sign up, they kind of forgot about him. So he signed up for university instead. And so the year later, they said, okay, now do it. And he's like, well, I'm already in university. So so he got out of it. So Basti never had to do it. But they actually, I think a year or two ago, maybe even more, maybe like 3 years ago, they stopped. Like, you don't have to do it anymore. It doesn't make sense. Like, no, what does the German military even do? Nothing. Nothing anymore, anyways. I couldn't imagine Basti doing it. He's just like so like.
Yeah.
So what am I doing here again?
Yeah, like that's Oh wow! Unless it's a game. Okay, the game is kill as many brown people as possible. Yay!
No.
Then you'll win. The point is to win the game. No matter what the game, Basti loves to win games.
So Dave, did you notice I put up the hijacked episode?
Yes, I have.
So now you're famous.
Oh yeah.
What's a hijacked episode?
Well, explain to Stephanie what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, it was.
Yeah. You do it, Dave.
It was the 1 year anniversary of the Three Old Dudes.
Yeah, I remember that episode. I was on that episode.
Yeah, so it's towards the end. Robert had to step out, but if he shut down his paid website, the hangout will just stop from there. So instead of that, he just covered his camera and let it roll. So after everybody left, Begin decided to jump back in, and I followed afterwards. And then we just started talking, and then we got stewing, and we started doing our own version of the hangout. And we had Reina and K-Chan in, and we were just messing around. And then we had Frederick, and we were just talking about like how we are right now.
Went on for 6 hours.
Yeah, overall it was 6 hours, but we were on for maybe about close to 3 hours, and then we were talking, and all of a sudden I heard something ruffling in the background on Robert's mic, and I was like, oh, he's back. So we're going to say, here's our next host of the show. And then he comes, oh, hey, you guys. And that's it. And then he ends the broadcast. I was like, oh.
The show was great. Yeah, that 1 year anniversary show. I remember that one being really long. I actually fell asleep while on the show, but
Well,
that's
you were
because
comfy. And
I was really
Victor,
high.
And Victor complimenting Robert on his accomplishment of Sarah.
Yeah, your accomplishments of Sarah. That's nice. Is that what we're calling it? The accomplishment of Sarah?
Sarah picked me. I have to keep telling her. She found me.
I think, like, really, like, for Basti, I feel like, well, he finally gave in.
Like that, was it?
A little bit, I think it might have been. He told me he was scared that I was going to get angry with him if he didn't ask me, so I was a little bit scared. Good. I'm glad. I apparently do scare certain people. Frederick says he was in the Army for 42 weeks. Well, it's a long time. I have served 0 militariness of any kind at all. I wasn't even in the ROTC.
The what?
It's like junior military.
Oh, like school.
Yeah.
School army.
Yeah. But I know how to shoot a gun. That helps.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, me too.
The blank gun? Yeah.
No,
Does a paintball gun count?
Oh, yeah, I was shooting at a tree, too. Paintball guns hurt. Ow.
Yes. I don't understand people that enjoy paintball. I don't
Does
like
I
this
don't
love-
enjoy it either. I enjoy laser tag because, it's just lasers.
They just love the fact that they can shoot at their friends or whoever and just make them feel the pain of getting hit. So it's like, we had this when I was at my old work, at my old job. This was like in early 2000. We planned a paintball gathering with everybody at work. So we had some of the managers with us, the supervisors, I mean, with us, and we kind of broken up in different teams. And at one point, one of the managers was like in the field. This was indoor, of course, too. So she was like kind of in the open, and apparently one of the what was it? The fruit department got her good in the face, hitting. See the paintball splashed in the mask, so she got paint all over her goggles and all that. And then a couple of the meat the butchers section, they just kept shooting away at her after she got hit in the face.
Who's the favorite supervisor?
Yeah, so
I've gone a few times, and I've both shot at people, been shot at, everything. I don't know. I don't really. It's not for me. Like, I don't mind it. I don't dislike it. Like, I'll go if everybody decides they're going, but I'm not gonna be the one to plan going. I like laser tag more. If I had to go do something.
Yeah, when I was a kid and we had squirt guns that looked like real guns.
Yeah, there's a laser tag place around here. I've never been to that one.
Squirt guns were more fun because you always aim for the crotch to make it look like they peed.
Was it the Super Soaker that you guys had?
No, this was before Super Soakers came out. We just had handguns. Everyone had handguns without the orange tip, and they would squirt pretty far. And oh, there's the crotch. Oh, you wet yourself. Oh.
One of the I can't remember which one. I think it was the Super Soaker Bazooka, the big double barrel one. And apparently my friend, this was like an elementary school, my friend decided to attach the holes at the end. Next thing you notice, the water just went flying all over. And it's like
friggin', like a fire hydrant.
Yeah, it just like he was aiming the gun at me, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna shoot you." And his little brother, turned into the water. And all of a sudden, the water just blew out from the hose. He got soaking wet. I'm like laughing. I was like, nice attempt, but not gonna happen.
I always liked toy guns as a kid, but like my it became like all the fucking people were like, no, you can't give guns to children, even though I've always enjoyed Nerf guns. That's one. Two, being female, like my great aunts used to be like, you can't play with those are for boys.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. It was a load of bullshit.
Yeah.
I always think, I'm like, man, if my son wants me to paint his entire fucking room pink, I'll goddamn do it. We'll paint it together, son. And if my daughter wants fucking whatever toy, you get it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, G.I. Joe.
Yeah. For fucking Halloween. I don't give a crap. It is. It's too annoying. Like my stepdad was always like, I don't know why he had always this paranoia. Like, I don't think he cares anymore because now it's too PC that you can't, it's not bad to be gay, but when we were younger, it was. So, like, you still remember it. I remember 10 years ago, yeah, it was still, like, native to be gay. And so my stepdad was always like, oh, what if, he was nervous that my brother would turn out to be gay, which he wasn't. He was, like, one of those little boys who was, like, in love with girls since he was, like, 4. He was, like, one of those. So I was like, yeah, that's never going to happen. I don't know what the fuck the paranoia is on that shit. Even if it was, fuck it. I was watching this video, I think it was like in Australia, where like a kid comes out to his mom, and then his mom says that she's a lesbian.
Oh, that one. I kind of saw a video, something similar, where this was in the States, where the son went to tell his parents that he was gay, and of course they're like big religion type family.
Ooh.
The mother start cutting. Well, his stepmother basically curse him out, saying, "What is wrong with you? God didn't bring you up like this, blah blah blah." And of course, the son is explaining, "Listen, this is how I feel. This is how I go. Why you have so much hate towards that? Can't you just accept the fact that I'm I'm gay now, and you don't need to put this whole religion BS on it?" And then of course the dad, he's like a priest,
Preacher.
Preacher basically, and he's just like, he just went telling his son to, I don't know what we did to you for you to become gay, but we have to find a way to get you, get you back to normal and that. And he's like, you know what? And he's like, you know what? If you guys are feeling like that, I'll get out of here. And then, the stepmother decides to come and starts hitting him, and he's like, you're hitting me back for what? Just because I'm gay and all that? And then, of course, that video went viral, but a couple of his friends, put up one of those fundraisers on the site, and a couple of people kind of donate the money for him to, to start a new life for himself, because the way how his stepmom and his dad treated him because he was gay, people wanted to, wring their neck. So.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. People like that. I don't get it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, don't you have anything else to... You honestly have such few problems in your life that's the problem? Is that your kid is gay? You don't have problems paying goddamn bills? Or, like, getting your cholesterol in check or something normal? Like, something you should actually worry about?
Yep.
I guess so. I mean, I could tell, like, yeah, it's definitely, like, changed. I guess it is a generational thing, because, like, I remember being a kid and it was, like, not okay. Like, I still remember it being very not okay. And then, like, it being okay is really, like, in the past 5 years. Like, it seems like it's now it's such an okay thing and no one wants to say it. But, like, if you go 5 years back, like, even if you watch old comedies, like comedies from, like, 2001, it's like, oh, that's right, the whole gay stereotype thing was so, like, it's a comedy thing. You don't do that anymore because it's, like...
normal.
Yeah, it's like... I don't know. I don't know if it's because I've gotten older. I just, like, it's just everything changes.
It's maturity.
Yes. And as a side note, to help lower your cholesterol, soluble bran fiber is excellent. Cutting out all processed sugars, and making sure you get your essential fatty acids. There, my little blurb is over. That's what I did.
What was all that about?
He's giving himself advice.
I had high cholesterol. But now I don't.
I have high cholesterol. I've always had it.
Well, it's genetic.
Every time since I ever got a blood check when I was 15, they were like, you have high cholesterol. But I don't eat really fried foods. I don't eat really red meat. And I guess sweets are my only thing that I kind of eat, but even then, not so much.
Yeah.
I just naturally kind of have high cholesterol, and it's never affected me, so I just been like, fuck it, it's fine.
Yeah, I was sort of like that for a while. It was always a little high, and the doctor saying, if this is high again, I'm going to give you pills for that. And I was like, I'm not taking any cholesterol pills.
I wouldn't take those fucking pills. They're bad for your liver.
Yeah. I mean, as it is. Or
no, I took... Yeah, no, I've had high cholesterol, and the thing is, I have, like, everybody, like, they're like, oh, high cholesterol causes hypertension and high blood pressure. But actually, I have low blood pressure. So it's like, I feel like What am I gonna do? Like, if I lower my cholesterol, what is gonna make my blood pressure even lower? I think I'll be anemic. I'm a little bit anemic sometimes, so I'm like, fuck that.
I've just noticed what your tagline is, and it's right underneath.
Oh, yes, I have boobs.
That was already covered at the beginning of the show there, Simon.
Okay.
I do have boobs. This is true.
Oh, we don't have a term of the week?
You want me to find another one?
Mm.
Well, let me go over to that.
Just to make Brian happy.
Okay. Well, we had a couple, but they were recycled terms.
Let's see. I'm sure that
Firestone.
let's see what Urban Dictionary is telling me.
Oh yeah, let's
I have
Stephanie read it.
I have one that I learned it from Basti. I don't know if it's a term. Yeah, it is. We'll just call it. It's not really a term. It's like more of a saying. What is it called? It's getting off at. All right, you must know this. You're English. There is a train station. It was the last one on like a certain line, and they say it was I think it was a metaphor for like. They say you say it when you have sex with a chick, then pull out, and it's getting off at. It's an F. Like a station with an F. Fulton Funk.
Getting off it, yeah. The one it's on London Station.
No, it's actually in was by Bath.
By Bath?
Yeah, or on that way. Frampton, I think. Getting off at Frampton. Freyton. Yeah, getting off at Freyton. Here we go. To pull out just before the point of ejaculation from the last rail station before arriving at Portsmouth. There you go, I knew it. Getting off at Freyton.
Yeah, getting off at Brighton. And that's where you both are.
Brighton.
Not Brighton, Fretton.
Fratton.
It's the stop before Portsmouth, so you're going to get on it.
So if you go up to somebody randomly and say, I've got to get off at Fratton.
It means you're going to fuck, but you're going to pull out.
Yeah, sorry, dear, I have a round-trip ticket for this one.
I have another. I just saw another term. If you want me to read it, it's kind of funny.
Okay, well this will round off the show.
Yeah.
The term is "Come meet my cat." It basically stands for "Please have sex with me."
Call me what?
Come meet my cat. So when you hear somebody say "Come meet my cat," it means "Please have sex with me."
Come meet my tits.
I never heard that.
No.
I've usually had people just say, "Come, please have sex with me." Like I get that more.
So watch out for Stu when he says, "Come meet my cat."
Okay.
Got it.
Fair enough.
We shall.
Boobs were covered during the entire show. Yes, I know. And I know, like, you know what's really funny is like I occasionally get like comments. I've had videos where I talk about like dating and stuff, and like some like guy will comment, yeah, like anybody ever asked you out, and I'm like, what are you, fucking retarded? I'm female. Like, it's just, you don't have to. The standards are not so high. There will be someone who will ask a woman out. You have a vagina, all right. There will be somebody. So don't be stupid.
And on that note,
we will end.
Yes.
Say goodbye and go into the after show.
Bye.
Bye.